welcome to the Brie Pod. I'm here with me, Brie. So last week we talked about baby massage, and I'm so happy that we did because I feel like I took away a lot of things that I want to try with my son, and see how it goes. And so I'm very thankful that we had that episode to really learn about how baby massage can really be beneficial in so many ways. Um, but what is crazy, I don't know why I said but because I was trying to find a way to speak about what this week we're going to talk about. But anyway, can you believe that tomorrow is going to be September 1st? We are in September. What does that mean? That means my month for my son to arrive is here tomorrow. Like, whoa. Where did the time go? Number one. Number two, I cannot believe I've been pregnant this long. It literally feels like I've been pregnant for years. I swear. Um, I'm gonna be very sad. I keep saying this, but I'm gonna be so sad when the period comes back because it's really nice not having it. Um, so lately I've been continuing to go to my appointments. I've been keeping the chiropractor up this whole time, once a week, just to help my back. Because one of the things that I said to them was that I want to survive the third trimester, and I have to tell you, they did an amazing job with helping me survive the third trimester. So I'm very grateful and thankful to them for helping me, for showing me that I don't have to be in pain the whole time. So thank you to my chiropractor family over there. And I'm now going to the OBGYN once a week now. It started, I think last week started the once a week. So we're already every week see them once, talk, about where I'm at, make sure baby's head is going down. I don't know. Anyway, I'm telling you, this pregnancy brain is killing me. But anyway, his head is facing down like it's supposed to be. He is healthy. His heartbeat is strong. His kick is still strong, which is kind of funny because he's running out of room. So sometimes I'm like, how do you still have room to kick me so hard? But his kick is strong. Um, the other day he had the little hiccups. I don't know if I was like patting his back. I was hoping that I was, but I decided to pat him lightly while he had the hiccups, just to practice, when he comes out, when he's here. So I was trying to soothe him, and it's been crazy because it still doesn't feel real. Like, as first time mom, I still, even with a big belly here, well, not big belly, but pregnant belly here, I still don't feel like I'm actually pregnant or that I actually have a child within me that I'm about to meet this month, you know? So it's crazy that I still feel this way, but they say it's normal, so I'm gonna roll with that. I'm probably not gonna believe it when I actually meet him and be like, "Holy crap, like this is the little guy that's been inside me just all these months living life with me, and we've done a lot of stuff. This bump and I, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to the beach, we've been to New York. Oh, we've been everywhere. So it's been fun. I'm excited to meet him. Well, fun. I shouldn't say it's been fun. There have been definitely some moments where I was like, ooh, I do not like being pregnant. But I will say he has done very well at making sure that this pregnancy wasn't too bad for his mama. So I am very thankful to my son for doing that. I mean, I tell him all the time, I'm like, thank you for not making it too difficult or for helping me get through it because I feel like it's such a scary time when it's your first time, or if it's your second or third, it's still scary. So I was really thankful that he's been super good with everything. My body's been very good with everything. I'm just hoping that it continues, where we have a healthy pregnancy, a healthy labor, a healthy mama, and a healthy baby. Um, but it's crazy to think that it's gonna happen anytime now. Like it could happen tomorrow. We're at that point. And on Friday, I'm gonna be 38 weeks pregnant. And on the 15th, if my son has not arrived by the September 15th, that appointment is when we will be discussing the induction. Um, doesn't mean that they'll induce me that day. It just is when we'll discuss because they do not like to go past 41 weeks. So baby will be here before September 22nd. That's all I know. Everything else is in the air. And it's crazy to think that. But so far, my symptoms have been pretty interesting. I feel like I get a little bit more aches and pains as we move forward. I've been getting more hungry. Like this guy, I don't know if I think my mom told me that they grow more toward the end, but I'm getting hungrier than I've ever been. It's so weird. So, like, um, to the point where if I don't eat, which this was happening in the beginning, but it's worse, where if I don't eat on the dot of when I normally eat or have like some form of a snack, then I am getting a headache or I'm not feeling good. So it's kind of wild how like I'm extra hungry toward the end now, like even more so than I ever was. Um, and I am eating just so anyone, anyone that questions, like, are you eating? Are you not? Yes, I am. I have no other choice. Even if I didn't want to eat, which I'm not saying that, I have no choice because it's either eat or feel like you're gonna get sick. And I don't like feeling sick, so I'm gonna eat. So with that being said, I am eating a lot more. When it comes to swelling, I was hoping that I was gonna get away with no swelling at all. But unfortunately, my right foot keeps getting only my right foot keeps swelling up. So I've been having to put it up. Um the thing is they always say to drink more water, but I was always drinking water. So that part I don't know how to add much more water when I always drink water. But I've been drinking water. I've been putting it up. Um I also have them monitoring it to make sure it's not anything that turns into like a blood clot because there is the possibility of where you could get one during pregnancy. I forgot what it's called, but I do have them checking in, making sure. But it's so weird because my left foot does not match my right foot. My left foot just looks normal and my right foot it has been swollen. Um And so I've just been trying to, still walk, still do little exercises with the foot to keep it from swelling too much and just babying it to a certain degree. Like, I shouldn't say babying where I'm only putting it up. I just mean like babying it where trying to drink more water, trying to walk, trying to stretch a little bit with it, and trying to put it up. So, like, whatever I can do to make the swelling come down. But I gotta be honest, the swelling just kind of is sitting like a sitting duck. Or sometimes it'll go down a little bit and then it'll go back up and then down and then up. And then my chiropractor told me that with the heat, it just makes swelling worse. So I've got one foot here swelling and the other just, it's kind of nice that it's actually one over the other. I did have some Charlie horses that woke me up with the one that's swollen, but they said that that's pretty normal to have Charlie horses as well. And luckily, my husband knew exactly what to do because every time a Charlie horse has occurred, he has been amazing at making it go away. Even though the beginning portion of it feels like I don't know, like someone like broke your foot or something. I shouldn't say that because I don't really know if that's how it feels, but it's the pain is the most excruciating, weird pain ever. But what I thought would help it didn't. Like I thought that if I stretched it out a little more, it would help, but it felt worse. So Jeremy, he has I don't know where he learned it from, but I'm so happy he knew. He took it. He asked me, like what's going on? He took it and he started massaging, and then it was feeling better. So thank goodness to have him there helping me with this Charlie horse because I did not really I guess I didn't understand them that well. But I didn't have them that often until pregnancy. So really the latest things are just swelling and for physical signs, swelling and the Charlie horses. Definitely rolling out of bed. I feel like it's so weird. I feel like a little roly-poly-oly, just like boop, roll out of bed. Um, the breathing, I mean, going up a set of stairs that would have been normal for me is now starting to become difficult, which is so weird because the the stairs were never like that for me. So I feel like I'm trying to always catch my breath. And really, I've just been trying to get our bags packed. Basically, I have the baby's bag packed. Jeremy's is gonna be very simple. He's very boom, 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 done kind of deal. My bag is almost done. I'm just down to my everyday stuff, like, last minute with the toothbrush, um, and my pillow. So I don't have much more to go. I know some people that didn't even have a hospital bag at all. Um, and they said they didn't even need half the stuff that they had in there anyway. But the thing is, I've had so much time, I think, like waiting to have a child that's why I have all these crazy plans. I shouldn't say crazy, but probably why people think so, that that's crazy or like very extra. But it's just because I've had so long to think about having a baby. Like, I mean, you should see my Pinterest. I started my Pinterest back in like, I don't know, 2015 or whatever. And I've got all these ideas and things that I was thinking about doing. So I really think that's why I've been so quote unquote uh over prepared or prepared, however you look at it. Um, is because of the fact that I have waited for so long for this. So, um, I know a lot of the things I'm gonna learn, that I'm not gonna need everything that I think that I'll need. But it's been really nice to, I don't know, just be in this position because I had waited for so long. So I'm not gonna regret if I overdid something or maybe maybe I went too wild with getting extra stuff because I think that um I think that it's just nice to be here doing this, to actually be like, okay, this is happening. And now I'm just, praying that everything else works out really well, where um, I'm able to have a healthy baby and learn from there. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you don't need this or this or that. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I've had time. That's why. I just had too much time on my hands for years now. So that's where we're here. I know I've kind of been all over the place in this episode, but it's basically just letting you guys know where I'm at. Because, we're at the final countdown. I'm attending all my appointments. We're almost, I do not have any appointments as of yet scheduled past the 15th of September, only because I wanted to wait and make sure, like if I have the baby, there's no reason to have any more appointments made. But if I don't have the baby, then, we can make them along the way. And so it's matter of waiting, I guess, and just seeing what happens. I pretty much feel prepared in the sense of the physical things that I need. Like he has a bed, he has a place to sleep, he has the necessities of what a baby would need, just basic. And then you've got the extra stuff that is just here. And so I feel prepared there. As far as being mom and breastfeeding and all these things, I mean, I feel as prepared as I'm going to get until he actually gets here. Because I've read up on a lot of stuff, been educating myself, been learning about all the different techniques and tactics and things that you can do for um breastfeeding and for helping get that buildup of milk, but or milk. But at the end of the day, I think it's just gonna be down to my son getting here and learning along the way. And I'm trying not to put too much um into it, like too much stress or whatever worry, because, I think that as time goes on, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna grow. People are gonna give me unsolicited advice, and there are gonna be people that give me amazing advice. So I definitely just kind of roll with the punches, as they say. Um, but overall, I do feel as prepared as I can be. I have talked to all the family members of who is going to help me send what because we have like when he is born, I have a person for each family that is going to take care of dispersing the photo before it hits Facebook or social media. Also gives me, it helps me because, I feel like when I have my son, it's going to be about him. And I'm not going to really want to message like 10,000 people and be like, hey, he's here. So I set up the chain, the family chain, so that we can have that going out. And I pretty much feel good, scared, um, obviously scared of labor, the pain, but read everywhere that, at the end of the day, once you meet your baby, it doesn't matter. Everything just goes poof. And I hope that's true. And I do think I have a really good support system, a good support team. I don't feel scared with the team that we have. I don't know exactly who is going to help me with labor as far as like my midwife, because we have a few that you meet during the time of like the health and such, but I have an idea of which one it could be because we've at least met most of the midwives. So, but I feel good about their approach. Everything that I've talked to them about with my birth plan has been very open and mostly what they do anyway. And my birth plan isn't like something that's so strict where it's like you will do this or this will happen or expectations or anything like that. The birth plan is more so like an outline of what maybe we could do. Because at the end of the day, whatever's going to happen will happen. But I at least wanted to give them an idea of who I am and where I'm coming from. That way they have an idea of what to expect with me. Um, and I think that the birth outline, so to speak, which is very short, is like a half a page of if you were to print it out, be like a half a page. So I think that it helps them kind of figure out like what kind of mom I am. Because, there's different types of moms. There's people that want to be natural with their labor. There's people that want the epidural. There's people that want pain meds but don't want the epidural. So at least they have an idea of what I want, and that's the most important thing to me. And they've listened to what I say, or I've listened as well with what they say. So I feel like it's I feel safe with who I'm going to be with and laboring this child with. So I think that's important to feel that way because if you don't feel safe with them or you don't feel trusting, that could be scary. And, you know, I feel like you need to have that feeling of I'm gonna be okay. Even if something bad happens, they got me. So I do feel good about where we're going. Um, I feel prepped as I can be at this point. Nervous, of course, and basically ready. I just keep telling him he's ready to come whenever he'd like at this point because we've managed to get to the time that will work. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see when he comes and to meet him and to learn and grow with him because together we'll be learning about each other and that's pretty exciting. And for everyone to meet him, you know. Um, as far as everything else goes with the podcast, my goal and hope is to probably during the time of having my son talk more and more about where I'm at and that's in that moment or bringing up topics that relate to being a first-time mom, uh mental health, anything along those lines, because that's going to be my life for the next well, for really my whole life, but that's going to be my life coming up and really the passionate topics that I'll be speaking on. So I'm really excited to bring you guys on that journey. And then on top of that, I have to add that I still have the jaw surgery coming up in the spring. And I'm a wild child over here. I have jaw surgery. I have this pregnancy. I also decided that my dog is going to be in a dock diving competition in October, which is kind of funny because I'm about to have a baby anytime now, and I've entered my dog into a competition. I don't know. I like to YOLO everything, I guess. So, um, basically, I'm excited for that too. My puppy, he loves the water. He's a golden retriever. He is 1 years old now, and he turned one. Actually, he's 1 year old and a month. 1 year and a month old. Sorry. Whew, that's hard. 1 year and a month old because he turned one on July 31st. So a year and a month today. That is how old my little buddy is. He loves the water. It's so bad where if you're to turn on the bathtub, he will try to steal the bathtub from you because he loves the water so much. And he does love baths as well, which is so crazy because my husband has never had a dog before. Or if he has, it wasn't like the main animal. Usually well, I shouldn't say the main animal. It just wasn't an animal that he would remember because he's always remembered having cats. So, being this being his first dog, I was like, you got to be careful, you know, not be careful, but we may have a hard time in the bath because all the dogs I've ever had do not like the bath, hate it, and will fight. So together we just have to work together to give the bath to him, because it could get difficult. Well, let me tell you what, this dog totally made me look like I was lying because he loves the bath and he just sits there and takes the bath. And, but then when he gets out, he acts like a wild fool. He'll like run around, he'll shake a bunch of times. He'll like make this cute little sniffle noise that he makes. It's funny. But when he's in the bath, he's super calm. He will not try to escape. He just embraces it. So he loves water. And then there's a time we took him on a hike and there's this little pond and for some reason he just had the idea of like I want to jump. But unfortunately he was on the leash when we were holding him. So when he jumped, the leash kind of pulled him back and made him kind of like sit weird in the water. So we had to take the handle of his harness, pull him back in, because we didn't have like a long enough leash. But we didn't know he was just gonna jump in either because I guess like I knew he loved water, but I didn't realize it was like I'm just gonna jump in his pond. So after I started seeing this in him, I decided to bring him to this local place that has a swimming pool specifically for dogs. And the whole goal in the beginning was that I would just have him go to this swimming pool so I wouldn't have to worry about like bringing him to the wrong place and he gets sick or drinking because sometimes when he's swimming he drinks the water and I just didn't want him to go to the wrong area, drink the wrong water and then get sick and hurt. And even though there are places that tell you, hey, dogs can swim here or dogs can't, there's a lot of places here that don't say that at all. You don't know. So I didn't really want to risk it. So I ended up bringing him to the local swimming pool that I knew would be safe, that they're they're literally open for dogs. And I noticed that in the pool he loves going after his toy. And then I noticed he liked to jump in himself, basically. Like if you didn't, let's say he gets his toy and you don't throw it in the water yet, he would like turn around, jump in the pool himself and pretend like he threw the toy with his toy in his mouth. So I was like, I really think that he could do dock diving. And on their chart or on their schedule, they said that they have dock diving lessons. So we got him signed up. He did a dock diving lesson, and you can just see the spirit in my dog's eyes as like he loves it. Loves it. So they told me that um they have this exciting, what is it, competition coming in October. So now he's signed up after one dock diving lesson. Now I know he needs practice, and we've actually got a couple of dates that he'll be going back to practice before the actual event. But I think I was just like, my dog loves it. Let's see how he does in the competition. And it's not like a huge one that is like super big that would be overwhelming. It's this small local, well, I shouldn't say small local because there are people that travel to get to this competition, but it's not like one of the big ones that they have in Texas for dogs. So he's gonna go to this competition and we're just gonna see what he does. And we're very excited for him. I mean, he doesn't know it, but he's gonna be excited because it's what he loves. Plus, when we got done his lesson, he wanted to continue, but there were other dogs, of course, waiting for the pool. So, we had to share. Sorry, Benji. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming up. It's very exciting, a lot of newness. And I'm excited to let you guys know that baby is here, and hopefully, within the next 2 weeks, we'll have an episode where it's like it'll be probably short and sweet because it's a new life for that first beginning portion, but I'll let you guys know if he's here. So I know that this one's a bit short, but I just want to keep you guys posted where I'm at. Um, I did not plan anything special for this week as far as like a guest speaker because I've been just really just focusing on getting ready for baby's arrival and doing the last minute things that need to be done at the house and with all my appointments scheduled and just making sure things are going smoothly there. So yeah, that's where we are. I can't believe it. If you want to, let me know in the comments of sorry, when you think his arrival will be. It'll definitely be before the 22nd. So any date before the 22nd, let me know what you think his due date will be. But thank you so much for following this journey with us. It's been fun sharing it. I've been learning so much and I've been loving the fact that I've been able to share all these things with you, from infertility to fertility to now, hopefully, a very healthy, successful labor. So, with that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am proud of you. Till next time on the Brie Pod. Bye.